Well, for all you arm wrestling fans out there, Thunder Bay is having its first annual arm wrestling championship, and it's going to be right here at Paulucci's Wayland Bar and Grill. I have Brandy here with me, one of the owners of this lovely establishment, and I also have Dwayne Losier here with me, and he is the head referee for this arm wrestling championship. Now, Dwayne, you're quite a bit taller than me, so I'm going to have to crank my neck a bit. So this is some serious stuff. Like, you've been fourth in the world in arm wrestling. Tell me about arm wrestling for starters. It's because I didn't know before talking to you that there's actually all kinds of guidelines and rules and things like that. So tell me about the event that's coming up.
Well, the event's here is May 12th at the Wayland, and the weigh-ins will be starting at 5:30, and they're going to go till 7 o'clock, and the tournament starts at 7:30. And so when the guys come in, they'll register. We'll weigh them in on a scale, and they have to be exact weight.
Okay.
If they want to take some clothing off, they can. We'll have a curtain up there or something so they can hide in. And and then it all goes in categories. We have certain weight categories, and that's the ones they'll fall into. And then once we get all that done, we'll start the tournament. And then yes, we have rules. Excuse me.
It's okay, because you're going to be bringing in two head referees for this, right?
Yes. Yes, I got two head referees, Paul Blues, Jason DeBray. They've won world championships and Canadian national championships, so there's a lot of experience at the table for refereeing.
Cool. So now, what are some tips that you have for arm wrestlers out there to get prepped for this? Well,
if they just starting out, there's not much you can really tell them, except for when we're at the table. The only thing we'll just make sure that they don't get hurt. Right. But if they want to learn more, they have to join a club. But what I can tell them is just to keep their body close into their arm,
okay,
you know, and try not to spread their arm like so much. And
so you get better leverage when it's in kind of
better leverage, and you know, just hang on, I'm getting.
It's okay. Do you stare at the guy in the eyes when you're doing it, or?
Well,
psych him out.
You can, but for an experienced guy, that's not going to bother him.
No, eh?
No. There's not too much you can really show a guy that really hasn't done anything, unless you actually can bring him to a club.
Right.
You know, guys that are coming here that have no experience, like I say, the only thing we're going to do with them is just make sure they don't hurt themselves. Make sure they're doing it half decent, half properly. And
you can't, so like before, people can put like their arm there to give them more leverage. Can you do that? Or
no, there's a peg on the table. You hold a peg, you put and then when you come up to the table, you have to have your elbow on the pad. You can't reach out, so.
You can't come up off the pad? No.
Not at all. There's rules. If you lift your elbow up, it's a foul. Right. You know. If you there's lots of rules in arm wrestling. You slip out, it's a foul in the losing position.
And what about grabbing the thumb and things like that? Like you said,
you can grab the person's thumb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, you can actually break someone's arm doing this, right?
Yes, if the person's inexperienced. What we call is a break arm position, where your arm would be extended out, your face would be turning that way, and you'll be pushing like that. Oh. You know what I mean? So your body's going this way, and your arm's staying back this way. Oh. And then if a guy cranks on it, your arm's going to go back.
Yikes.
Yes, and that could happen. But that won't happen with good referees.
Right.
Because we stop it right away.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So there's different weight categories. Do you recommend people signing up beforehand, or can they just show up the day of?
Well, we haven't got it out there to sign up beforehand, but if they want, I'm sure the bar has a way of doing that.
Very cool. Well, I'm excited for this. It's the first annual, everyone. So let's make it a second annual next year. So hopefully it'll go really well. Now, Brandy, I have Brandy here, and so Brandy, what's going to be happening the day of? Because I know there's some pretty exciting stuff. You guys have some pretty exciting giveaways.
We've got a lot going on that day. Obviously, the arm wrestling competition. We're going to have live DJs here from S&R Music. We're going to have an attendance draw, and with that attendance draw, you must be here to win. We're going to be giving away 2 tickets to go see Nickelback in Minneapolis, so that'll be pretty cool.
Nice. Just for showing up.
Just for showing up.
Very cool.
Our thank you. Food.
All kinds of good
fun.
Stuff. And you're going to be bringing special tables in, right?
Yes, I've got the proper arm wrestling tables coming in. Paul Blues is bringing a table, and the one that we'll be using here mainly, and then we'll have a spare table in case the first one breaks, so we have seen them break.
I've seen them break just from...
The guys holding the pigs and pigs breaking.
So strong. Do you ever find that, because you've been a professional arm wrestler, do you ever find you have one big strong arm?
Well, back in the earlier days when we used to go to major competitions, the Americans only trained one arm.
Really?
Their good arm.
Like Popeye.
As Canadians, we train both arms. So when you go to a tournament and the Americans, it was funny because you would see them with one huge arm and one skinny arm. But as Canadians, we train both arms.
Keep it balanced.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I'm excited for this. It's happening, Brandy, when?
Saturday, May 12th.
Very cool. Right here at Paulucci's Wayland Bar and Grill. So check them out on Facebook as well. And don't forget to go to Shaw TV Facebook and like us too. So stick around because there's lots more coming your way.